So what's going on, New York Giants fans? OGR back with another New York Giants video. And before I get into it, I want to let you guys know you can find me on the Twitters right there. @OneRebuttal. People have asked me, hey, are you on Twitter? There you go. Either way, I've heard a lot of different things this week, and I'm not going to do previews this year. And I'll get into that. But before I get into all that, what I need you guys to do is smash that like button. If you like what you're watching, please consider subscribing. It'd be an absolute pleasure to have you a regular part of the channel. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified when I go live and or make a video. Either way, let's get into the subject. So in this video, I wanted to talk about why I'm not doing previews. And then I'll get into Joe Judge and then I'll make my prediction. The reason I'm not doing previews is because I felt myself saying the same thing week in, week out last year, and I'm going to find myself saying the same thing week in and week out, and I'm not going to waste your time giving you guys the same content week in and week out. And that's not to knock any other Giants YouTuber that chooses to make a Giants Pittsburgh preview or whatever game they're previewing. It's just, me, I don't feel it's worth it to tell you, stop the run the football, control time of possession. Because that is the point where the Giants have been weakest. They have not been able to possess the ball. And you hold the ball the longest, you should be the victor in that game. It doesn't always work out that way, but 75% of the time it does. It's about controlling the football, controlling the time of possession. It's as simple as that. And the Giants have been one of the worst teams in that stat year in, year out here. And it's been like that for quite some time. And it's time to change. And I'm hoping we put the coaching staff in that can do it. Because that's the way the Giants win this football game. And that's exactly why I'm not doing a preview. But what I am going to be doing is a post-game reaction and breakdown with my man, the Sports Reaction, Tuesday night for the Big Blue Breakdown after the Giants play on Monday. And I'll be live Monday for opening season with my man, the Sports Reaction for Giants in Pittsburgh. We'll also have Alex Sports and the Sports Critic there as well. Some people out there have a problem with Joe Judge's coaching style. They think he can be too tough on players, that he's not relatable, and he doesn't know how to turn the switch on and off, and that being a young head coach in the NFL, being, 30 some odd years of age, that it could wear on veterans and over time, or even this year, could alienate the locker room, alienate the coaches, alienate the team, and he could potentially be fired even in 1 year. And the type of tough-nosed, hard-nosed coaching style that Joe Judge has illustrated in practice and throughout training camp is the coaching style that draws me in as a fan. Yeah, I understand it comes with risk. You risk alienating people. But you also risk getting the most out of your players and turning this franchise around. And every coach that has had this coaching style walking through the door, and the people that come to mind are Bill Parcells and Tom Coughlin. Yes, both guys were hard-nosed, and even at one point, Tom Coughlin was this close to being fired because of it. Michael Strahan asked him to stop. But you know what? Tom Coughlin listened to his players. He became relatable. Same with Bill Parcells. They developed into their own coaches with this hard-nosed coaching style. And guess what? We won Super Bowls because of it. If this is the coaching style that Joe Judge has, yes, he needs to be his own coach and relatable in his own way. But there's nothing wrong with asking the best out of people. I think back to my electrical career and when I was just an apprentice and the assholes I dealt with day in, day out. Some of these assholes just cared and they wanted the best for me. And they'd scream, they'd yell. Why? Because they saw more. They pushed my buttons. They wanted to see more because they knew the type of electrician I could be. And if it wasn't for them molding me in not the nicest manner, I wouldn't be who I am today. And I treat my apprentices the same damn way. And the ones that can survive it become good electricians. The ones that can't don't necessarily cut it. And that's just the world I've grown up in. That's the relatable style I've seen. And I can name a history of coaches. Mike Ditka, obviously I've already named Bill Parcells and Tom Coughlin. Mike Ditka, Bill Belichick, Tom Landry, Vince Lombardi. Yes, eventually these guys alienated from their franchises and teams, but at the end of the day, they got the most out of things, and they're Super Bowl winning coaches because of it. And this is the style that relates to me. And maybe some people don't like this style. Maybe they think it's a little too tough. But if you know how to push your players' buttons and get the most out of them, great. I love this tough coaching style. This is what the Giants franchise has been built on. Every great Giants coach has had this. I get it. People refer to him as players coach or someone like Jim Fassel. Got us to a Super Bowl, didn't win it, did he? Didn't have that extra oomph, did he? Tom Coughlin did it twice. Bill Parcells did it twice. And these are the only guys that have Super Bowl rings. Obviously, this coaching style works. The most famous coach in all of the NFL, Bill Belichick, coaches this style. Just saying. It works. He's got a multitude of Super Bowl rings. Yes, he had the best quarterback in the NFL, but at the end of the day, he learned from his lessons in Cleveland and went on to be one of the greatest coaches in the NFL. You live, you learn. You make mistakes. And you become a better coach for it. And you know what, guys? Joe Judge is going to make mistakes. He's going to live, he's going to learn, and hopefully drive this franchise back to the success we are all looking for and craving as fans. Now to get on the Pittsburgh Steelers prediction. A lot of you guys aren't going to like this prediction because I predict the Giants losing like I did in the offseason. I have the Giants losing 20-17 in this game. A tough, hard-nosed game, but at the end of the day, we're going to come up just short. It's going to be competitive. We're going to feel confident going into next week against the Bears, which I'm definitely going to be predicting a win because I see that team falling apart. Either way, guys, it's been OGR Sports, and I'll catch you on the next vid.